All right. Twitch is on. All right. Let's close this guy out. Eject my USB drive. Go away. Let us find my, well, let me find my RPG Maker XP drive. There it is. Let's open up RPG Maker XP. I actually don't even need the USB drive. Or maybe I do, I don't know. Is this the test game? No, this is my game. Music. Interesting. Alright, let's make a new game. New project. Wait a minute. No, I know I made a test game. Open project. Desktop. There it is. There's my test game. I know I made a test game somewhere. Alright, so for this tutorial in RPG Maker XP, we are going to be making maps, which is probably what most people want to do at the start of RPG Maker XP because it shows a lot of progress. And maps is very integral to an RPG, whether it be 2D, 3D, or 2.5D or whatever. It is an integral part and you can't have the game without it. Now granted, I'm not saying that it is the only thing that makes the game. You need characters, you need balance, monsters, etc. But if you don't have one of those aspects, you obviously cannot make your game. So, this is all about map making, which you'd think will, hey, that's pretty quick. It's just a stamping system. Yeah, but a lot of people don't use the stamping system in this. Well, they don't utilize it to its maximum potential. So, I'm going to teach map making the same way I learned map making, and the person is somewhere in YouTube, but I don't think they're active anymore, and I'm not sure if I'm allowed to just go, hey, I'm going to link your YouTube without your permission. So I will find that person, I will reach out to them, but how that person did their video is how I'm going to teach you guys. So the way that I was taught was on the bottom layer, layer 1, you put anything you walk on. So, well, the floor, anything that's walkable, grass, tiles, whatever. Layer 2, you put anything that the player cannot walk through and is going to be on the ground. So this would be like trees, rivers, oceans, whatever. And layer 3 is only used if you need something that's going to be literally above everything, something that's just overhanging. So you should barely use layer 3. I actually think in my test game when I was really into RPG Maker XP, I barely used layer 3. So, oh, actually, layer 3, if you want to use like things to stack upon layer 2, just to add a little bit of depth. I'll show you what I mean. So, we're going to kind of make a little forest section using this grassland map. So, let's go with layer 1. And the first thing we're going to do is add, I'm going to use a paint drop, our grass. Now, let's add a little this grassy patch towards this top area. That's where my forest will be. So we're going to go to the pencil tool, and this is one thing I really loved, and I never thought about it. So RPG Maker XP is squares, and you can only move in 4 directions, but it doesn't mean that you can be less dynamic. So the person taught me nature is, you know, it's not uniform. It's so when you do like your little grass thing, just do it randomly. Just drag it. Oh, and somehow I just do something completely symmetrical. Let's not do that. There we go. So that will look organic. So now this top half is going to be my forest. So I'll just paint drop that. Now the next thing we're going to do is add these edges. But we don't want to add these edges now because, oops, number one, I'm on paint drop. Number two, if we do that, as you can see, it's going to have a white background. So we're going to go to layer 2, and we're going to start to add these edges around all these parts. Right there too. Now, these little corner ones is what you're going to put like here and here. Opposite end now, right here. And this is the outer corner that you can put right here. Just like that. There you go. So now we have our edge for our forest. And now while we're here, let's add our trees. So this is layer 2. We want, obviously, trees up front, too. We will save that for layer 3. So let's take this tree like that. A couple trees just out there in the background. Different lengths. Let's do this one like that. Sure. Okay. Now we'll go to layer 3. There we go. Now, it's a forest, so let's add some more trees. Actually, we can do this one on top, so that way we have... Nah, I don't like the positioning of that one. Right here. Add some trees out there. Add a couple dead trees, I guess. Nah, I don't like dead trees. Alright, so the next thing we're going to do is go to layer 1 again, and let's add a path. Go. And then just kind of like, you know, random path. Doesn't need to be uniform. And there you go. Got a nice little forest section going on. And to make this more dynamic, we can do new event. The image we will use is down here. It is animal. I know one of them is a bird. Maybe it's not animal. Oh, there it is, small. So we got seagulls and we got these little doves. So I'll pick a dove. Frequency, it's going to be at the highest. It'll be moving fast. Random. It's not going to have a stop animation. It'll have move animation. It is not directional fix. It's going to go through everything. That way it can run through solid objects, but it will always be on top. And it will auto run. So we'll press OK. We'll do save. And it's not like there's only one bird in the forest, so let's add like a few more. Save again. And we will have player starting position right here. Save project. Play test. Press OK. Oh, those birds are moving really fast. Okay, maybe that was a little too fast. Let's go to slow. I gotta do this. They were kind of going a little crazy for my taste. Slow. Save. Play test. There we go. There we go. We got a little forest. As you can see, I can go underneath the trees. I can't walk into the tree trunks, which is good. Now, the grassy area. The interesting thing is you can't walk through the edges. So, oh, yes you can. Oh, I disabled it in my game. I did the opposite. So, there you go. As you can see, I can walk through. The trees, I still can't walk through the tree trunks. We got some dynamic range by some of the trees being overlaid on top of each other. But it looks like we have a pretty good start of a forest. But this is a grassland, not a forest. So that's one map. Let's do a more complicated map because, you know, it's that's just a start. Let's do a, oh, this was one of my favorites, castle, but we're not going to do that one yet. Let's do mountain. I like mountain. So we're going to change the width to this one a little bit so we have some scrolling. Let's double it. Double everything, width and height. Ooh, that's pretty big. Okay, maybe not that big. Map properties. Go 30, 20. There we go, I can deal with that. So, I want to exploit the panorama in this one. So if we go to tools, I think it's database. No, I'm sorry, it ain't database. No, it is database. I'm lying to you. Tile sets. Mountain. Tile graphic. Panorama. So right here, panorama graphic, this mountains. This is the background. So if you don't set anything in the background, like you have a clear space, it will show that background. And that's what I want. So once again, we're going to start out with walkable area. So for this mountain range, I want to put a cliff at the bottom. The middle section will sort of be the walking area. A couple mountains in the background, and then clear background. So let's start out with, again, walkable section, which we're just going to go some kind of random path. There we go. Get our paint tool and do that. Now, for our mountain, let's start with let's start with mountain background. Let's just say that the mountain background that's going to be up here where my mouse is. Let's say later on in the game you want the player to be able to walk through that. So we're going to make that also layer 1. So we're going to take this piece of the mountain. Oop, I am still in paint tool. Let's undo. And I'm not really sure how that's going to look. Stupid. So ooh, I just saw, yeah, you know what? I'm getting some ideas. This is dangerous. Okay. All right. So sorry for me getting distracted. Let's just add our mountain background. This isn't going to work for mountain, so I'm going to just add a patch right there. Now let's add the other corners. I'm going to have that continuous. Now let's add the middle sections. Fudge. Rectangle tool to the rescue. Even if I go left and right, it will still do what I want. Alright. So now, let's add a little height to these guys. Right about there. Right about there. Yeah, that will work with me. And there. Adding that. Now let's add the other side. Okay. Now let's add the tops of the mountains. Oops, that's wrong. And to top it off, boom. That looks pretty good already. But it's still not complete. We need to add our top paths. So, nope, not yet. So we're going to add one here. Now we want this to be continuous. So remember, these little corner areas, this is how we're going to do that. One thing I like to do is work with edges first. That way you have a defined barrier. See how these are kind of like now transitioning to be the same thing? That's what these corner pieces are for. Not a lot of people realize that. So that's why I did this at different heights without any issues. That's too far. There and there. All right. And I will make this... Maybe that might have been a little too high to get the panorama in there. Let's say... All right, we're going to add grassy area. I'm still in rectangle. I want to be in pencil. Let's make it basic so we can still get the background. Because what I should have... You know what? Let's do this. We're going to select everything. We're going to move it down. Nope. Can only do one click. There we go. All right. There we go. Now we have more room to work with. So now let's paint drop all of these. And let's add the other edge of our mountain. So we're going to go back to our rectangle tool just for easy selection. Go. Add our corner. And add the opposite corner. Done. That looks pretty cool. If you can't tell, I really like the mountain map. It's just one of my favorites. So now we need the edge of the mountain over here. So let's use this side now. Add all of our non-corners first. All right. Now let's add all our... Does this one not have inside corners? Interesting, it doesn't. At least... Oh, wait, here they are. I found them. So let's add our inside corners. I'm sorry, not inside, but like outside, I guess. All right, wrong way. Add a corner there, add its opposing corner. And you know, like sometimes you're just, you need a moment to like figure out, well, which corner do I use? Pick the one that makes sense to you and then go from there. All right, so we got our corners added. Now let's add our curves. Ooh. That side's good. Side's good. Now let's paint drop. Nice. Nice little mountain pass. Kind of like a, I don't know, Ninja Turtles-esque thing. All right. If you want to add a little depth, you got depth to like, you know, kind of like a cliffhanger thing. You can add this. I think it's pretty cool. Actually, let's do this like that. Oop. Still on paint drop. Maybe it has to be like that. Yep, there we go. Kind of give the feeling of like, yeah, if you go down here, you're gonna fall. Adding that little shadow. There we go. Let's add it to the other corners. That. Beautiful. Now we got our little shadow effects going on. Oops. There we go. Now we got our shadow effects going on. Come on, mouse, work with me. Yeah, it was one square off. All right. Now, the great idea that I had was I want to implement this staircase. So it only works with this kind of edge. So we're going to have to redo one of these edges. So first, let's pick the top of our edge. I want it to be, let's go here with the end. Oh no, that still looks pretty good. So that's our staircase. Now, the sides of the staircase you can't actually walk on. So we're going to actually put the walkable staircase like that. Now oops, gotta add the edge. Oh, no. Okay. So, I'm wrong. We're gonna add the edge on layer 2. All the ledges. Because this part you can't walk on. And like I said, layer 1 is only parts you can walk on. Now I'm looking at this corner, I'm like, that doesn't look right to me. So maybe we do need to do some transitioning here. What can we use? What can we use? The staircase edge does not match up. What can we use? What can we use? Maybe we're SOL. I don't know. Let us pick something. Well, it'll do for now. But let's add a little more extra things. Like, let's add a stupid rectangle. Let's add a cave. Add a couple trees. Let's add a pond. Right. Oh, right. That's just going to be a uniform thing. There we go. Paint drop. And then finally, let's add some worn grass. Like people have been walking in this area. Again, use the pencil tool as much as you want because it looks more natural if you just go random. I destroyed one of the corners there, I think. Yeah, I did. All right. That looks pretty good. Let's go to events. I'm going to keep the birds out of this one since I demonstrated the point. Let's take a look at it. Let's Alt-Enter. See how that looks in the stream. Yeah, looks pretty good. Walking through. Don't think we can enter. So the cave, you can add an event there so they can teleport somewhere. Just test the staircase. Staircase works as intended. They can't go left and right, which is good. We obviously don't want that. Look at that, now we can see the sky in the background because we left it empty. Ooh, that tree is definitely on the wrong layer. Look at that. We have an error. Kind of interesting. Oh, I know why. So the reason of that error is because that tree, the base is lower than that edge. That has something to do with the tile set. We're just going to go over here. Move the... Oh, of course it connects the whole thing. Okay. Guess we're just going to need to erase it. Let's go here. Let's erase it. Let's re-add our tree. Like... right there. Save, and this time I think we can just go... Yep. I can move up there and I can see it's already fine now. So, we have our mountain view. Now, we are missing music. So, we go to Map Properties, and we'll go Auto Change BGM. Oh, let's select a BGM. We got themes, fields, towns, so... let's go with fields. Let's see what we got. That's kind of like a cave thing. Oh yeah, that one. Love this one. Theme 3, that was like, that's what I use for my game. There it is again in Theme 4. Anyway. Let's just go with that. Oh, right. Keep in mind, if you ever sound test, make sure you stop, otherwise it's going to continue playing. Now, let's connect our maps. Let's go to event. If they touch this area... oop, no, player starting position right here. We'll go into here, new event. We're going to do player touch for activation. And it's going to go insert. Transfer player. We're going to pick map 2. We're going to say right here. Now we pick the square in front because that's where the event is going to go, so we can go back. So new event. Where is it? Player touch. Insert. Transfer player. Going to do our backtrack. We have an event here, so we'll go back here. Press OK. And apply. Now this, we're going, since our path is two squares, we'll put it twice. But I'll go to the same place. Now we'll go save. Oh, we need to add music on this one. Properties. Let's pick... sure. Doesn't really matter. Just demonstrating a point. Alright, playtest. Alt-Enter so we can get immersed in our beautiful RPG. And I'll wait for it to load in Twitch. There we go. Okay, so we'll do new game. So we got our forest. And as you can see, if I hit this wall, nothing will happen. Usually, for me, that doesn't make sense. So I would put some kind of barrier there to represent the door. So let's go here. Now we're in the mountain. Music has changed. Oh, that, you know, that would make sense. It would be too close to the edge. Now we can go up here. View the sky. Nice. There we go. Looks pretty good. Notice how his head goes right under the tree, which is what we want. Perfect. Oh, that part's walkable. Interesting. I'm still a little bothered by the sprites over here. Gotta transition that better or something, but... alright, it works. Alright, so, for the last map, let's do a castle. I'm gonna take a sip of my coffee. Oh, it's kind of medium now. Medium temperature. Alright. So, the last map I will demonstrate, and hopefully you can get a feel for it, is Castle. So, the reason why this was one of my favorites was because, like, you can do like a layering castle type of thing. Someone messaged me in Discord. What's this? Oh, I wasn't messaged. It was whatchamacallit. Okay, it's nothing. All right. So the castle, you can kind of do a layer effect and have different tiers on the castle, which is really cool. So we're going to do a height of, make it a fairly tall castle. Let's go with 30. And then for the width, we will, you know what, we'll go with that extra wide. All right. Oh, this isn't the right one. Is it castle or is it fort? No, it's not fort either. Which one was it? Which one was the one I like? Castle dungeon? No. Tower? It was tower. Tower was the one I liked. So I feel like tower is more of the castle in this, but all right. So again, we will start out with walkable area. So the first part I will do is down here. Now, a castle is man-made, and man likes to make things uniform. So we're going to make just a solid rectangle of grass right here. Now, the reason why it's just grass and the rest I'm leaving blank is because the next walkable area will actually be the castle. So we're going to pick castle walls next. So the first thing we're going to do is I'm going to not pick an edge. We're going to do this. Like that. No, I want it lower. Yeah, like that. And now we'll put the bottom edge. Just like that. And then a top edge. Oh, I'm sorry. That is not top edge and bottom edge. That's just different shadowings. All right. So here is the top wall. And we're going to rectangle in. That. And then we will put in the, oops, nope, undo. Here is our back wall. So now we kind of have like a Great Wall of China effect going on. But we want to, it's a tower type of thing. So let's add the actual tower of this castle. So we're going to hit layer 2. And I'm being called. Okay, I thought the mic was on for a second. So there was a huge issue in real life, and it was resolved. So I am good. No need to worry. All right, so we're going to add the tower aspect of our castle. So I'm just going to use the... Well, let's see how big it is. I want to kind of use the default shape for this. Okay, it's kind of not big enough. So we're going to do this and just stamp it right here. Yes, I know it doesn't look right. We will fix that. And stamp the other side. Then we'll take this and just connect the two. Like that. Now to clean up the center, do that. And these cracks. You can add the cracks if you want it like battle worn or something, but I don't want battle worn look. So fix the shadow corners. And we got the top. So the reason why I want to start with the top is because that's the quote-unquote toughest part. Oops. So we will add the bottom. Go like this. Add this. Now for the bottom part of the castle, we need to add our corners. Let's zoom in for this part. Add some transition squares. All right. There we go. Nope. Nope. I just realized that's not going to line up. So... Oh, wait. Yes, it will. I'm just being dumb. All right. We have our transitions for the corner. Now we're going to use our rectangle shape again just to make drag and drop easy. There you go. We have our transition squares already set, so we can just drag and drop this. Go over here, drag and drop this. All right. So now we got our quote-unquote tower. Now it's a tower, wall, defense, whatever. So like, this is our actual tower, and this is our wall. So let's add some windows to said tower. You know, for archery, people are shooting out of it. Ooh, I made this symmetrical. That's exactly what I wanted, but I didn't actually plan it. So we're obviously not going to... It's an archer. It's an archer window. So, you know, you don't want archer windows down here. If people actually siege the wall, the next place they would go to is here. But we will get there in a second. Like, you still need to access the tower. Maybe the tower has an inside access. But at the same time, maybe people in this part of the tower need access, immediate access out here. So we'll add a door right up here. But anyway, let's add some more archer windows. Oops. Looking good. Okay. Now, let's give this... Let's add this. I think that's how we use it. Let me double check that. Nope. That's not how we use it. Come on. Oh. That's still not how we use it. Go back. Undo. No, that doesn't look right either. Oh, because I'm using the wrong tile. Oops. So these are the, you know, the rampart, not the ramparts, those little spiky sections of a castle that people can hide behind. Can't add it up there because I made it too tall. So now let's add the corner ones. It's not the right one, I guess. That's the wrong side. I don't like these corner ones. So this is the right one, but... Alright, for uniform's sake, we're going to offset it like that. So let's start out with the corner ones, just to... so we have a visual cue. So it should look something like that. Yeah, I really don't like how that looks, but if that's what I got to work with, that's what I got to work with. Ah, these are for the back corners. Yeah, I really don't like how offsetted that is, but... oh, that is terrible. Okay. So to fix this little area, we would go to layer 2. We would add this on both sides, destroying the wall, obviously. And then we'll come back here to layer 1 and add this. And then all is well. So now we have this little area where the castle, these little hideable areas are under for visual sake. All right. So let's add a moat. Why not? I don't see any reason to not add a moat. Now I don't usually add these edge parts when it's a continuous map like that, unless there's an absolute actual end to the wall. So it just makes it look visually more appealing to me. But anyway, so let's use rectangle. We'll just take the bottom layer, put water, and then we will continue the water effect. That many pixels. Now, we need to add an edge to the water. How will we do that? Nope, that ain't gonna work. I know. Okay, so let's get creative with this. We obviously want to add an edge to the water, so I'm going to do one more extra layer like that. And then we're going to take this, go to layer 2, and add a layer right here like that. And then on top of that, we'll take this, go to layer 3. Let's stamp that. And we will add our bridge across the moat. Right about there. There we go. Oop. Missed spot. Don't you love it when you do that? Okay. So we got our basic castle or moat structure. Now let's add the doors that I was talking about. So you will notice that there are no doors in this actual tiles. So we go to events, graphic, and scroll down. There's these, excuse me, somewhere around here. There is a actual door sprite. Here they are. So we got wooden doors. This would work, but I don't like it. Curtains and dungeon doors. This is the one I was looking for. So we will pick this top one. And we're not going to do anything with it. We're just going to use it as visual effect. And we'll add the same one here. Door 4. And say yes. Press OK. So now we'll hit save. And we're going to add music, obviously. That's a tile set. Auto change BGM. And let's make this like a big, magnificent type of thing. I don't know what we'll find, but no. No. Yeah, let's go with that. Like, it's a big, menacing type of thing for this castle. So, oh, I know what we can do. Realize that there is no walkable area to get past this. So, we're going to go back to our layers, and we're going to take this whole top part of the castle, like this, move it up by 1 block like that. That's going to offset everything, which that's fine. We're going to erase this. We're going to add this. This. Go to events, move this event up. Okay, so what I was trying to do is we're going to do this. Player touch. It's going to transfer the player to the same map. Oops, I didn't select it though. Edit. It's going to be same map, but it's going to appear up here. And he will be facing down. So for this one, same thing. We'll do opposite, transfer player. He'll appear down here in the bridge. And he will be facing down. Press OK. Player touch. And let's get fancy. So I believe all of these are left, right, up. Okay. So we will do insert and where is show picture? Where is change direction? Show choices, input, comment, that. Transfer player. Is it set movement? Force action? Nope. Change actor graphic, battle processing, name input processing, show picture, rotate picture. So what I'm currently looking for is basically it will change the event, which way the event is facing. And I am trying to find okay, this isn't it. I'm trying to find where it is. Okay. I honestly can't find it. It's supposed to be like, change the direction this event is facing. So, what it would do is, this is technically facing down, this is left, this is right, and this is up. So what I'm trying to find is the, like, change which way this person is facing. I can't seem to find it for some reason. I wish someone was watching so they can tell me, but no one's watching. I will be sure to cut this part out when, oh, here we go. Set move route. That's what it is. All right, so it's going to be this event, and it's going to be turn left, turn right, turn up. And it's going to be okay. I don't know how fast that's going to play, but... And we also want it to play a sound as if a door was opening. So we'll go insert, play sound effect. Door. Nope. Yeah, that one's good. So we will do the same thing with this one. Insert, play sound effect. Door. Insert. Set move route. This event. Turn left, turn right, turn up. So now, when we actually go to this map, which we will set right here, new event, transfer player, go to this map, bottom left, press OK, and the return event, transfer player, go to this map, one square in front, press OK. Oop, hold on though. We have it on action button. We want a player touch. Action button is they would touch the event and then they need to press a button to activate it. Since it is a walking transition, we want it to be player touch. So if everything worked how I thought it worked, we'll press enter. Enter our game. We got our little mock forest. And I just realized that I didn't wait for Twitch to update, but that's fine. That's interesting. Okay, seems I made a mistake. So this does not transport to the correct location. We'll go edit. Go in here. Yeah, I switched it. So that should be up one. And this needs to go back one. Save. Alright, I'll wait for Twitch this time. Alright, so now we can move. Next map, which is our mountain map. We're here in our fort. So what I did earlier, what should happen is when I touch that door, it'll animate, and then I will teleport. Oh, okay. Kinda did it. Okay, so it's animating, yeah, but I want it to animate before I teleport. So also we want this to be a through, so we can actually walk into the door. Now I know the problem. We are going to add a wait, and we're gonna say half a second, 50 frames. And then right as it transfers the player, we will go... I already forgot where it was. Set move route, and we're going to have it turn down. So apply, and we'll do the same thing over here. Insert, wait, 50 frames, insert, set move route, turn down. So what that turn down does is, after they teleport, they will, the door will close, which is what we want. Mostly because, like, if you're in a castle, you never leave the door open. You don't go like, hey, it's nice outside. Let's open the castle gates. No one ever does that. I mean, okay, sometimes they do, but, you know, that means they're just asking to be sieged. Alright. Okay, 50 frames seems a bit long. Also, it's still not closing for some reason, probably because the teleport and the direction is one and the same. Oh, I know why. Because I put player and not this event. So, we're gonna go this, edit, this event. That'll fix that. Edit, this event. And the wait time, we're gonna say not 50 frames, we're gonna say 20 frames, like they suggested. I guess the frame time is different than it is in 2D FM, which would make sense. Now for this, we're going to edit, and we're going to add a wait frame of 10 frames. Remember, your copy and paste functions still work here, so you could do Control-C. I did the same one. Hit. Press OK. And save. Alt-Enter so we can go into full screen. Just in case anyone was wondering how I was doing that. Alright. That was better. Doesn't open fully. So, it's pretty much there though. What I wanted to do is open fully. 10 frames since it seems a bit long. Oh, okay. So we're gonna go edit. Edit. Let's make it 5 frames. Edit. 5 frames. Okay. Edit. 5. Edit. 5. Press OK. Also, I'm a little bothered with this wall, so I'm just going to add a couple archer windows just because I can. Looks just so bare, and you know, this it's a tower, it's a wall. You know, they're clearly defending something on the other side of this. Okay. Save. And because we have demonstrated the transitions at this point, player starting position here, so we start right in this map. Alright, so we will touch... Okay, just making sure there's no glitch with the bridge, because it looked like he walked through the sprite. We will touch the door, and when I do, the door will open and I will teleport to the top. Beautiful! We got our sound effect and everything. Love it. Alright, now we can explore the top part of our wall. Ooh, there's no BG here. We just have a nice black background. Kind of like in the ambiance though with the music. Matches pretty well. Yeah, I like it. So let's fix that background and then I will call this map making tutorial complete. So this is one of those cases where RPG Maker did not grace us with a panoramic background. So how do we fix that? Pardon me, jeez. So we'll go to database, tile sets, find our tile, which is tower. As you can see, panoramic is empty. So we got a sky, starlit sky, cloudy sky, sunset, mountain, ocean. So, I can only scroll. This hue thing here, we can just use it to change the colors. You know, give a little bit of a dynamic. But we have a castle. So let's go for like a dark menacing look. I saw like sort of a black. Yeah. Let's go with that one. So let's test play again. Alright, and go to the second floor. There you go, look at that beautiful panorama. It just really adds to the effect. Got a nice castle going on. Can't walk through barriers, which is exactly what we want. Let's go back downstairs. Go to the right. We don't see a club. Now I am a little bothered that the water itself, you can't, it's not animated, but that's not something we can do. Tiles are like just defaultly animated to a degree. So there you go. That is my map tutorial. We went from a simple map to an intermediate map to a complicated map. This castle, obviously, you saw how I manipulated the layers and all the detail that I went through for something that looks just like this. It doesn't even look that great. I mean, no, it definitely fits the bill and it can do what you want, but it's a very basic castle. Doesn't do anything special. So you can, again, as I said in the FM second tutorial, take these basics and then expand on them. Bring them to a next level. You take the concept that I taught here and then use it to build on. So I know this was a long one and I had a little bit of an interruption, but this was all about map making, and if you follow this tutorial, I can guarantee you your map making skills will just go up, especially if you're not doing it this way and you're lost in it. I mean, there are definitely better ways to make maps. Everybody has their own opinions, strategies, and whatever. But this was the this way of doing it, going through the layers. Walkable is on the first layer, second layer is for anything on top of walkable, and third layer is anything is that has to be on top of everything, and whatever you need to fix later too, like I did here, where these castle spikes were overhanging each other, but then these guys had to be underneath. So I did layer 1 and layer 2, and then I fixed it by going to these tiles. Remember, it's not what you're doing, but what you visually see at the end is what matters. Alright, so that is the end of this. Thank you for watching. I will upload this to our the YouTube channel. And again, if you're a content creator, I highly encourage you to reach out to me on Discord. I will put a link to the Discord at the description of our link. If you want to make tutorials for FM Second, RPG Maker XP, Mugen, Godot, what else do we support? I think it's like FX Seeker. I think that's what it's called. I know it's somewhere around here. Let's see. FX Seeker, yes. Programming, click Team Fusion. I have no idea what that is, but we have a whatchamacallit? A chat for that. We have Unreal Engine, Unity, Game Maker. We support a lot of this in this place. It's not just a fighting dojo. We support a lot of game making, and there are a lot of people who are going around willing to help. So if you're a content creator and you want to contribute to us and help other people with their games, then please contact me or any of the mods in here, and we will see if we can set something up. The reason why I hesitated is, even though this is RPG Maker XP, I have been streaming under the title of 2D Fighter Maker 2002, so I should have paid attention to that. So I could have had a lot more views if I simply renamed my title, but that's okay. I've completed my stream, and what's done is done. So thank you for watching. I will upload this to YouTube, and have a good day.